On the screen right now, guys, you can see the DIY barbecue that I built just last year. And usually this does a fantastic job of cooking really great barbecue food, as you can see here. However, when the barbecue is not in use, I wanted to make this space usable as something else, and that's why I built this little table insert here for the top of the barbecue, which can be great for prepping food or even as a temporary surface for something like this Ooni pizza oven that I recently got. And you can see this just sits on top of the table really nicely. So I actually got this just a couple of weeks ago. The main reason is I wanted to compare this oven to my brick built DIY oven that you can just see to the right of the screen right now. So the Ooni Karu 2 Pro is a multi-fuel oven, so it can burn with wood just like my oven and also gas. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that later in the video, but for now let's start making this little tabletop insert. And this is as simple as just getting a few measurements for the internal edges of the brickwork here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to build a really simple frame that's just going to be able to slot down in between the brickwork. So you can see I'm just getting the measurements side to side, back to front there, just double checking. And once I've got that, we can go over to the saw and cut this wood and start fixing our little frame together. For this I'm using 3x2, and this actually was a perfect thickness compared to the brickwork. It pretty much came to the exact level when it's sitting down on top of those bricks that are jutting out on the inside of the barbecue. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut two longer pieces for the front and back, and there's going to be 3 noggins that go in between these, and then I'm going to screw these together, which I thought personally would just look a little bit neater than nailing it. I think the screws are just going to look a little bit better. One other point that I just wanted to mention here as well is, if you watch the channel regularly, you may notice that I'm using a brand new saw here. So this is an Evolution saw, miter saw. I only got this around the same time as the oven actually. I got it a couple of weeks ago. I'm actually really impressed with this. The reason I bought it is because my DeWalt saw basically died. I'd had that for nearly 2 decades. It had done really well, but since I'm only using it for DIY these days, I really didn't fancy spending £600, £700, £800 or more on a new DeWalt saw. So this Evolution saw was around, I think it was around £250, and I've got to say I'm actually really impressed with it so far. I'm going to do a bit more of a detailed review on it, but yeah, for now I'm definitely going to give it a big thumbs up. I will leave a link to the saw in the description if you want to go check that out. Back to the build, you can see that I'm just screwing the frame together here. Pretty straightforward. Once that's done, we can just slot it in place, make sure that that fits nicely. As you can see, that just slots in very easily. And then I'm going to cut a piece of plywood to the exact size of the outside edge of the brickwork. Once I'm happy that this is sat in the right place, I can start to fix the plywood down to the frame, and effectively you can see what we're creating here. It is actually really very simple. This is essentially just a little table topper that's just going to slot into the top of that barbecue area, giving it a second use when you're not actually using it as a barbecue. Okay, so right now what you can see me doing is painting the underside of the tabletop, and to do this I'm using some outdoor furniture paint. This was just something that was lying around in the shed. I believe my other half Helen had been using this to paint some planters, and it just so happened that it was the perfect colour to match the brickwork. So this colour, I think it was maybe slate grey or something it's called, but it was basically a perfect match almost for the brickwork. The other really good thing about this paint was it dried extremely quickly. It was a nice warm day, and I actually gave this 3 full coats, and each one of those coats was dry in around 5 minutes, which was great. Obviously I didn't have to wait around for ages for this to fully dry. So you can see how this looks. Pretty decent, and hopefully this paint will protect the underside for the foreseeable future. Okay, so the next job here, we're going to be adding some sheet aluminium to the top of our table topper. We're using this CT1 sealant and adhesive. So this is apparently really good for just bonding all kinds of materials to all kinds of other materials, and I'm assured that it is a good choice for fixing metal to wood. As you can see, I've gone all around the edges, and then I've done these kind of squiggly lines. And the goal here really is just to have as much surface area as possible to fix this sheet metal down to. So I am using aluminium here. I'm going to be honest with you guys, if I could go back in time, I may have used stainless steel because I think it might be a little bit tougher and Maybe a little bit better for food prep, but I don't think aluminium is necessarily a bad choice. So you can see I've just put weights on top of this. I was able to leave this overnight as well because the weather was really good. There was no rain or anything. And once I'm happy that this is secured in place, I can remove these weights, take the plywood off, and we can go pop this in place. So as you'll see, it just slots in, very nice and easy. Once I'm happy that that's in the correct place, we can peel this protective cover off, which was rather satisfying, just peeling this all the way off. As you can see, revealing that nice aluminium underneath. And there you have it, guys. That is a very, very simple insert that we can be using for several different uses, really. We could be chopping food on this. Obviously, I've got the pizza oven, which we can pop on top of it. And I just want to show you that again, how this looks. So this is the Ooni Karu 2 Pro. I'll actually leave a link to it in the description if you want to go check it out and read some more of the details on their website. But I have to say, so far, I'm very, very impressed with this. Obviously, I have a real soft spot for my personal brick-built wood-fired pizza oven. But, you know, I think if you are in the market for a pizza oven and you don't have the interest in building one like I did, this is definitely a really, really good alternative. I'm going to do a much more detailed comparison between these two to give people a good idea. But you can see we've got the little wood fire area in the back. There's also a connector so you can turn this to gas, which is a little bit more convenient. But as you can see, I've already started getting pizzas done in this. Really, really happy with the way these are turning out. And you can see what some of these look like now. So I'm just popping these out on a regular basis at the minute. I've been doing probably a few of these a week at the minute. I'm going to end up getting pretty fat on pizza, but what can I say? I just really enjoy cooking them, to be honest. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the little table insert that I've made here. If you do want to know anything more about the Ooni Karu 2 Pro, feel free to ask down in the comments. I'll do my best to help with the limited knowledge I already have on this oven. Obviously, I've only had it a couple of weeks. Also, as I mentioned before, links down in the description. I will link to the oven. I'll also link to the miter saw. And both of these, I am going to do a full review on both of them. Guys, listen, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.